Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and in just a moment we're going to be playing some 20 speed poker on the iPoker network and on the Grosvenor poker skin specifically. Yeah, we're doing this because too lazy to edit the highlight package today, and I don't have that long to do it. I've got maybe an hour and a half to play, so we're just going to record the whole thing and either make a highlights package out of it, and if I can't be asked to do that, just upload the whole thing, and hopefully you guys enjoy seeing like all the little nitty gritty bits as well. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that shit, and yeah, let's just watch an old man play some old man poker. I don't know many of the players in this pool. There's some players tagged, but they're mostly tagged due to stack size, rather than anything else. Against two short stacks, I don't want to squeeze the king jack here and be forced to get it in. I think this guy's a reg. Three bet the king queen. No, we're not. We're just going to call. Flop top pair here. Blind versus blind. Kick off with a C bet. Not in love with the 9 turn. It does bring some two pairs, straights, etc. I think we're going to check. This guy's probably just range betting, but there's not much you can do on that board, or not much that I want to try and do. Going to value bet this river now with the queen jack and just hope not to get raised. If we get called, we probably have the best hand. Giving up here multi-way. What I quite like about the Grosvenor speed poker games is the nitty. Speed poker. I don't recommend anyone plays it, but it's, as far as speed poker goes, it seems relatively soft. I've played about 10,000 hands of it so far this year, and I'm winning. Feels relatively soft, and you can get up to good rate back too. If you get up to the higher VIP levels, which isn't too hard to do, you're getting like 27, 28% rate back, I think, which is pretty decent. Do I want to three bet these nines? Yeah, we've got maybe an aggressive reg in the big blinds, so he's going to three bet. If there's a fish in the blinds there, I would definitely have considered just flying. We've been four bet, so pocket nines is absolutely stone dead. Three bet in the ace king. Not folding, of course. Pretty atrocious flop that I do not want to see bet. So I am not going to. With the ace of diamonds, I'd maybe consider it. Probably mostly just checking. This dude just makes a pretty fucking large bet. And that's fuck all we can do. Defending the ace 3 off here versus the min open from the small blind. Flopping absolutely nothing. We'll try and steal the pot later, but I never trust the first check. If we see two checks, I'll start believing. No, now he pots it. We're going down the set man with the threes in the big blind. Table 4, bottom right table, however you want to describe it. Ten nine suited. Just going out tagging anyone green who doesn't have, when I notice them, who doesn't have a big stack, who doesn't have like more than 100 big blinds. In 3 bet, this is way too small. The question is now, do we want to 4 bet or do we want to just call? And I think our hand's probably too weak to just call, so we're going to go with a 4 bet. Flopping, well, basically what is the nuts. Love to see it. Wow, 4 tables is too fast for an old man like me. 12 big blinds. Checking back the queens, are we? No, we're not. We're just value betting. Just stabbing the king 10. Making top pair with the jack 8. Turning a set. If he's got a set here, then good for him. It seems super unlikely. It seems that we have the best hand all the time on table 2. Checking back here. Folding here. Hoping we haven't had our dick cooled off up here. Jack 9 suited. Beautiful. That's a stack for Reggie. Come to Daddy. Calling a 4-bet with the Jack 9 suited. Well played, sir. You are a genius. King Queen suited. 2 fish. You know what? I'm just going to flat here and let the fish come in. Fuck. Modern theory. Oh, we've missed. Never mind. Oh, we've missed. And we've missed royally. What is this 3-bet? I don't know. I mean, what is with these 3-bet sizes? I like having a high 4 to 3-bet, can't have it versus that. Do we want to start bluffing here? I think we probably do with our flush draw and king high. Really not in love with this top pair here. I mean, there's nothing we can do other than call down, I don't think. But really not happy about it. Fold this river, I think. If he blasts, he checks. Hopefully we win. River a flush up here. I think we just get to bet big and fold to a raise. Checking back our king. And it was not good because our opponent rivered the nuts and decides to check. Well played, sir. This is too fucking fast for Reggie. This is way too fast. Mistakes will be made. And I can't afford to make mistakes. I'm not fucking good enough to make mistakes due to the conditions I create for myself. I think we're going to rat hole this table in just a moment because I certainly don't want big stacks when I'm playing too fast. This is fucking rapido. Sit out next big blind and rat hole the fuck out of it, Reggie. Ace 10 suited. 3-bets. Don't like 3-betting green tags light, but is Ace 10 suited even light? I don't know. Win anyway. Button. Recreational. Unknown. 3.5x. I want to see a flop with someone who's 3.5x in. Hopefully we won't be denied the flop by our opponents. Three bets with the King Jack again. Not in love with 3-betting versus obvious recreationals, but can't flat that hand. 4-bet. Thank you very much, sir. To all that weight on the top table, we just completely picked the flop on our opponent's snap big bets. Probably check folding this turn. Doesn't allow us to. Our hand's too thin to value bet. All in versus the 20 big blind Muppet. Ace Jack. Don't let the little short stack win. Good man, good man. Do we want to bet here? I don't think so. 4-liner out there. So we do want to call, sorry. I mean, what is the deal with these fucking uselessly sized 3-bets? Not defending the Queen Jack, but fucking hell. I mean, yeah. Irritating. But it does show that the games are relatively good because these guys are probably trying to play out regs and they're just shit. Don't put a diamond out there. Good. Flopping top pair. This is way too fucking fast for me. Way too fast for an old man like me. We'll sort this table in a minute. We're too busy not knowing what to do with ace 10 here. Again, 3-bet that's too small. Not defending the ace 7 off though. Pot's the turn. Don't know what I'm supposed to make of that. I mean, kind of wish you had a shit kicker so I could just fold. I mean, I guess when we call the turn, we're probably just calling the river too. Sixes don't need to bet here. Not calling pot. If he gets greedy with pot, then we're not calling. Check called the sixes on the turn. Probably not checking this. What? Tank all in? Alright, okay, mate. That's not a tell, is it? Right. Let's get a new table up. Oh, pot size open. Bucket, 15 bigs. See the king on the flop, which is unideal against somebody who's probably shit. This dude's all in. We're folding. This dude's bet one big blind. Whatever, mate. Good for you. Oh, fuck off. Reg, you butchered this one. You have so butchered it. I mean, I think it's recreational, and I don't want to start c-betting pocket queens on King XX, which is recreational, so we're just going to call too much, and then I'm going to get confused on future streets. Yeah, I butchered this one. I butchered it, and now we're just going to fold and let the cunt win. Should not be four tabling. I really, really have no business four tabling, but we're doing it. Yeah, this guy is definitely a fish. Four tabling, we're not getting dealt any playable hands. That doesn't seem fucking possible. It's kind of half the reason for four tabling. Ah, we got one. We moaned it in with the Queen Jack. A thoroughly miserable flop. Oh, we have queen high, so we're going to take a stab. Take it down. Not playing a full stack. Min opened, blind versus blind. That's green tag worthy. Flop second pair, not in love with it. Clearly can't fold just yet. Downside is the turn, I think. Still beat some bluffs and some value like Jack 10, 9, 10, stuff like that. Don't really think I want to call the third barrel here. Snap 3 barrels too. And you just have to ask yourself, how often is this a bluff? And the answer to that question is almost never, but everything's missed. Every straight draw you can imagine is missed. And we might still beat value. No, of course not, just top pair, top kicker. So, never mind. Does king high need to bluff here? I think when we have like the backdoor straight draw, we'll take a stab. Ace jack doesn't need to bluff. Picking up the nut flush draw on the turn, so we'll see you on the river, Osrug. Can we even raise here? I'm going to raise here and just like go potty on the river. Probably doomed to failure, but we do have the nut blocker. He checked the flop, he did only half pot the turn. He's not folding a queen here. But we're not trying to make him fold a queen. Happy days. We have jack high here and some backdoors. So we're going to take a little stab. And we're going to take it down. Opening the deuces. Completely whiffing. And I'm just going to give up here on the ace 5 against a green tag. Don't start bluffing green tags out of position with hands that almost never improve, in my opinion. It's not a strategy for success or happiness. Same situation here. On the other hand, does have small chance to improve. Backdoor clubs, backdoor Broadway draw. Flop top 2 here. Multi-way. Start trying to build a pot. Get the call. Turns total brick. Osrug saw us overbet before. Was it Osrug who saw us overbet? Might not have been, but we're going to do it now. Sevens should be a brick on the river. Shouldn't really continue much 7x on the flop. Certainly shouldn't continue with 7x on the turn. We're all in. Get the fold. Jack high is going to stab the flop. Half pot's my version of small bet. I know a lot of people like using like 1/3 or even smaller. I prefer going a bit bigger, but mentally, like, in my opinion, it's small bet. That's why I use half pot rather than like 1/3. Delay C bet on the bottom left table. An opponent calls, we pick up a draw. Completely break. Do I want to 3-bet the Queen 3 suited? Probably not, but I don't want to fold it. Let's play a probes a turn. We have an easy call, probably folding rivers. Min raise. Second time this dude's min raise, but obviously it's just this thing. No, mate. No, mate. You're not min raising the min C betting. I don't care if you've got the best hand. We're not having that. And this isn't a thing, theoretically, but we're just going to block river in position. We can do that. You can't do that against good players because they just exploit you for it once they see a few showdowns. But against fish, do whatever the fuck you want. King Queen. I'm gonna just call, but it feels like it's losing money. Osrug, he's in a lot of pots, and we've done pretty well against him so far. And now we've got an overpair. That's a diabolical turn card. No need to bet the ace-8. It's a pretty shitty run out. I mean, versus hard pot, we just have to call. But we're just going to lose a lot. Turning 2 pairs on top right table. Don't love this king queen, by the way, when he bets big with the fish in the pot. Need to call here because that's too small. And have to call here, but hate it. Win anyway. River to flush, which is delightful. It's not the nuts. Oh, well, we blocked the nuts, so this is nice. Now it's just about choosing how much we want to try and win. This seems about, I don't know about right, but it seems good to me. Don't know how right it is. Right, so this is checked through on the turn after he big bets to flop. I think we just had the best hand. Block and then probably not fold to a raise. Calls and we win. What did he have? Ace Queen. Gut shot here. I mean, we've been beating this Osrug up pretty bad, and we're just going to 3-bet him again. Check call with the gut shot. He was the pre-flop raiser. Flopping Broadway. Osrug does not run good versus us, does he? We just flop Broadway on the top left table. The 3-bet pot that's had 2 callers. And since we literally never have bluffs here, we're just not going to care about sizing. Just going to bet pretty big. Tons of stuff we can get big fat value from. We don't want to give free cards. We don't want to say like a king or a 10 or whatever. I mean, that's a diabolical turn card in relation to what this guy might have. That is thoroughly unpleasant turn card, but we've got an SPR of like 0.5. If he's flopped us, if he's turned us dead, he's turned us dead. Good for him. Fade the snap call, which is nice. Checking back turn and calling rivers. Chop against him, but we chop that guy's money up, so we make a profit. We make a profit. Can't complain. Calling the 7s, flopping sets. Things you fucking love to see. Not paying 3.5x with the ace deuce. No reason to raise. bets, shove ribbers. I mean, this guy's got absolutely no business donking this board. So we're just going to raise him. Probably, theoretically, this is a very sound play. In practice, probably stinks. But I'm getting offended that someone's donking into me on quote unquote my board. He does call. Yeah, you might end up with the green tag, sir. Because you're not playing a full stack. I'm not bluffing anymore against this guy. We might have the best hand against flush draws. But I doubt it. And now the flush gets there anyway. Folding the pair here. Calling here. What did you dunk with? Ace 9. Yeah, I'm afraid, sir, that's you out. You are now green tagged. I don't give a fuck if you got tight pre-flop stats, which the yellow tag indicates. You're just a fucking moron, so you getting that tag. Can't fold here. We played this hand very passively. Probably just paying off the best hand. But we can't take the line we've taken and then just fold to the river in a relatively small pot. Just take our medicine and lose, I guess. Nope. Win. Green tag, sir, before you fuck off. Yeah, so this pool is pretty soft, as you can see. Just a bunch of tight fish, basically. Like most of speed poker. Mix of bad regs. That's this guy. This guy right here who's talking to you now. And tight fish. That's just what microstake speed poker is. Do we want to squeeze the tens here? I mean, 4x always fucking terrifies me. I'm just going to try and flop a set. No, I was fucking watching and we were the last person to fucking act. Jack 9 suited can be a 3-bet sometimes. I don't like 3-betting light versus green tag, so I'm not going to do it. Not when I'm out of position anyway. Multi-way, we're not going to do anything with the King Jack. And we're not going to try to do anything with it. Stab the threes using my fake small bet size. Called. He didn't dunk last time. He dunked when he had top pair, didn't he? Do we want to triple the threes here against this guy? Probably not. Stab turn with our king queen, but some thin value maybe. This guy just lets us win. Sort of turned him green. And now we've turned you green. That's one thing I'm not very good at in speed poker is like, I see tight players, I refuse to give them the green tag because they're tight, but there are just a lot of tight fish. Like, I mean, like I know I'm not great. I'm just whatever shit reg. But I mean, like legitimate fish who just play tight ranges pre-flop. We've flopped the absolute nuts here, and we are going to go for a check raise. It's a single raise pot, and I want to create an extra street of betting to try and get all the money in versus something good he might have that isn't as good as us. Sadly, he checks back, which means he's just got not very much, like 10x, king x, etc. And we're never betting worse than a straight here, I don't think. I mean, theory probably is, but Reggie time isn't. Pot's too small for me to give a fuck about. I was going to consider bluffing there. This 3-bet's too small, but he doesn't have fucking chips, which is annoying. Squeezing the queens. Yes, we have to call the 7 after checking back the flop. And just try and show our hand down. We've been what 2 all-ins? Bye-bye, queens. Ah, cunt! What a cunt. Oh, an inspired fold. Good lad, Reggie. Good boy, Reggie. Good boy, Reggie. Good boy, Reggie. Good boy, Reggie. That's trips on the top left table. Straight flush draw on the top right table. Checks back flop again, like I said earlier. I might not have said it earlier, but I don't trust the first check ever. He just pots the turn. Good for you. You're gonna win. What is I mean, I'm trying to have a high fucking fold to 3-bet this year. And then this shit happens. Fuck you for fucking my stats up, you tit. This guy's just min donking. We just have like nothing. But we're not folding for that size. This guy donks into us. This guy just bets. We've flopped reasonable equity whilst potentially drawing fucking dead. I mean, we are just so fucked here, aren't we? But we can't fold yet. We have to fold. It's like call turn fold river unimproved. Feels really shit. Like he's been 3-bet pre, he's gone bet, and if he jams here or whatever, we're just absolutely fucked. Very, very, very irritating. 3-bet here, we got an absolute disaster flop. So we're just going to check back. Good turn. I mean, we just don't win this pot unless he's got like ace jack or something like that. He's checked 3 times. He might have worse. It's way more likely he's just got some kind of pair. Didn't realise it was straight on board. I wouldn't have done anything different, to be honest with you, because Nick. I didn't realise it was a straight on board on the end because I'm playing 4 tables and everything's happening way too fast for my fucking old brain. I wanted a 3 table, but then you'd have some like ugly fucking hole down here. So I decided to 4 table because what could possibly go wrong? This might not be an open, but I'm doing it anyway. Got rewarded with a spectacular flop. Turned a flush draw here, multi-way. King high pair, don't need to bet. Whereas 8 high definitely needs to bet. Easy call. And probable easy fold on the river. 3 bets with the ace queen. Not betting ace high. Up on table 2. I mean, he just gets to steal this pot all the time, doesn't he, when we check, but good for you. Squeeze the 9s or set mine. See where the cool kids roll. I have no idea what the fucking correct frequency is though, so I'm not going to. We are going to squeeze though, because if we get this guy out, then we're going to have position on a green tag. 3 bet in the ace 5 suited. I think the cool kids 3 bet 5 bet jam this hand. I'm not one of those guys unless I'm tilted. Then I'll do it. Then I'll fucking happily do it. I'll rip it righty when I'm absolutely tilting my tits off. Let's see a flop with the 5 and the 4. Blech. Right, okay. You can get that tag. Flopping a pair against player we think's fish. He probes turn. We have pick up a straight draw to go with our pair. We call. Shit river. I think R8 kicker means it's too thin to value bet in my opinion, and emanate. We lose the pot to the 9-6 off. Can't remember what happened here, but we got ace 5 checking back. Not c betting a completely whiffed ace king out of position against a green tag. This guy can just take this pot whenever the fuck he wants. Maybe he thinks he can just take it at showdown, and maybe he's right. Who knows? Three betting the kings, top right table. No unreasonable flop. Checking back the aces bottom right. I hope to get raised here when we bet really small. Just folding the aces. Don't get raised. Now we're just going to start betting pretty big because we want to try and be all in. And if we lose, we lose. See a bit in our top pair up on table 1 or top left. Don't really want to give a free card on this board. Bet get snap raised. That's fine. Don't know why I didn't see bet this flop, other than the fact I'm a fucking moron who's playing too many tables. I was interested in staying in this pot until 2 people put money in, and now we'll just get out. I didn't mean to make that 3, I meant to make it 4. Never mind. Worked anyway. Gonna at least double barrel this Jack 5, I think. I say that, and then the 4 rolls off on the turn, which seems like an utterly horrendous card to barrel with no equity, so we're going to change plans. Check the 9 high flop. Get bet into. I'm going to raise here. Don't love it. Don't love anything about it, but I want to check call and deal with the straight card coming off. We could lead this flop or check raise. I think I prefer leading. Set mine in here against 2 green tags in the small blind. I know it's not the done thing, but we're doing it anyway. Pick up a pair on the turn, which is interesting. I think now we'll start checking. Feels a bit weird, but that's what we're going to do. Guess calling the 5s. Guess calling here. Probably not folding, but feeling everything feels pretty dirty because we led the flop, and it's not something I'm really used to doing. Did he have there? Deuce 3. That's not an open pre-sir. Do we call here? I think we probably do. 3, 4 off. 3, 4 off. What was that? Oh, it's trip 3s. Okay. Call me fish. Nope. We'll race you, fish. Oh, queen. Oh, chop it up, you fuckwits. I mean, the bloke's got a name called Call Me Fish, and he's playing 20 and L of 20 bigs. Fuck off, mate. Your unnecessarily asshole screen name. Your shit approach to the game. Right, this is the guy who opened the 3 deuce on the button. We've got 2 overs, backdoor not flush draw here. Let's see one more. Looks like a good one. Check raise this turn, I think, and then blast rivers. Not allowed to check raise. We are allowed to blast rivers though. And by blast I mean bet 4 big blinds. Squeezy wheezy here, and we're not going to be shy with our sizing. Flopping second pair down the bottom left table. Do we start value betting now? I think we probably do. This guy's all in. We've kind of painted ourselves into a corner. Let's hope we're flipping against a pair. Beautiful. I mean, this is irritating. We're not going to keep our good 4-3 bet stats up in games like this, are we? Or our high 4-3 bet stats. I mean, it's happened again. We have the ace queen. I mean, 35 bigs, we're just all in. Probably going to get it in dominated, but can't have over half pot here. Off to the races. Running good. I mean, this guy's now folded. No, you're not getting any money. You're not tapping into the bank of reg, sir. Do we need to do any rat holding? I think we'll find that we do. Very easy bet, and we're going to size up because the board texture is so favourable for us. And I think we're just going to barrel off using big sizes because, like I said, the board is just so good for us. It's unfortunate we'd try to do it against a fish who maybe just doesn't give a fuck and just calls down with like ace 10 or something like that, but we were going to do it anyway. Right, let's get this rattle sorted in a moment when we've got nothing else to do. Right, well, we'll start the plan by doing that. Folding here. Tables may have moved around a little bit when I retiled. We're just going to check back. It would stink to get raised here with the 9-7 of clubs. The top left table. Now we're just going to start betting because we've got like 9 high. Do we want to squeeze the 10s? No, we've got green tag in the big blind, so I don't want to. Theoretically, we might be making a mistake there. Couldn't give a fuck. Just checking now. And easy fold. No one deserves red tags in this pool. Don't know why he's got one, but he's getting it denied. Denied your red tag status, sir. I've had this account quite a while. That could easily be historical from reg tables. Jack high is going to want to bet. These are my fake small bet. See, I don't like the 1/3 bet. I prefer using half pot as my small bet. I suppose it makes a lot of difference, but it's just preference, personal preference. very multi-way here. 2 overs, backdoor everything. Not going to bet though. Hopefully see a free or cheap turn, which we do, which is very good for our actual hand. I'm going to bluff here and just hope this guy doesn't call. With the rest we can like, try and bluff ribbers. I wouldn't want to try and bluff this guy on ribbers if we bricked. Oh, we turned a pair. Now we don't need to bluff and we just check down and lose to a queen or check fold. I'd rather not have hit there, because if we don't hit we can just bluff again. But maybe we just win. We'll never know. Checking back ace high and the open ender on the top right table. Turning the straight. Clean river. What's this guy repping? 8-6. We blocked that. Couldn't give a fuck about blockers though. He might be raising us off a chop there, but if he is, good for him. Check back flop, bottom right table. He called the turn. Gonna pot it again. I mean, he limped in. He could just have some like weak shit ace, and we could just own ourselves. But we got queen high. We lose to the weak shit ace. Check raised here. We have 2 overs. Back doors really hate the situation. To the point where I'm just gonna fold. Am I? Yeah, these situations never turn out well. We need to catch perfect. This guy opened for pot earlier. Now he's open for minimum. Can't read anything into that yet because we don't know what he's doing it with. Got a gut shot and we've got a flush draw. And we're going to raise it up, and if we get stacked, we get stacked. We just deal with it. We've been stacked before, we'll be stacked again. Oh well, time to get there. Oh, what a head. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Flopping a gut shot here versus small bet. Tear one off. Get our rat holding shoes on up here. Folding turn versus big bet. Nice answer. Small bet hour fives. Get called. Terrible turn card. We're done. Doesn't bet this board. Don't trust the first check. Pick up a draw on the turn. He checks again. We're just going to bet twice now. Irrespective of run out. No, we're not, because we've rivered showdown value. Could think about value betting here. Feels like it might be too thin. We won the pot. Flopping top set on a monotone flop. Deep as shit. Guess we'll start with the bet. Get raised. Pair the board, please. This could get ugly. And we win. And he raised us with pocket threes with a hat. Okay. All in here. Top set. Well played, sir. This guy's gone from green to blue. Atrocious flop. We are out. Excuse me. Flopping a set. Check raising. Continuing checking out ace king, even though we picked up the nut flush draw. Raise. He's all in, so are we. He's got a draw. He did not get there. Running good. We are running good. Squeeze the ace king. Top right table. Whatever, mate. Good for you. You're just going to win. Really don't care how exploitable that is. Couldn't give a fuck. Literally couldn't care less. Do we raise this turn? Feels a bit on the thin side, but we're going to do it. C bet the queen high, bottom right table. Break the turn, give up. We would have continued on like spades, tens, kings. Snap checks back. We got queen high. We're going to set 10 big blinds on fire and get snapped off by a weak ace or a strongish jack, I would imagine. win trips on the bottom left table. Getting the full bottom right, which we love. Squeezing the ace king again. Don't know this player at all. Again, fuck theory. We're just going for a set man versus the min open. From a green tag. We do get squeezed, sadly. But we do know that people don't squeeze light and they just use basically the top left hand portion of a range chart when they're doing it. Don't need to see bet the ace high on table 2. Gut shot here, multi-way, check-in, turning a pair. Biggish bet and a call. Don't love it. But we also have a gut shot, so we can't fold. Easy fold now. Oh, this table's got too many chips, haven't we? This needs a rat hole situation. Do we need to see bet king high here? Yes, is the answer with a good shot. And we're done. Queen of spades on the turn is a card that we are just not going to continue on. Getting a walk with the aces, that's pretty annoying. Now there's a 4 flush out there. And we're going to bluff. And just hope he folds an ace. Flipping a flush draw and a gut shot, we like that. Hands we can see bet everywhere. I think we're going to check the turn back. We're also going to check the turn back on table 4. Villain leads river on table 1. We can't fold. River a pair over here. Villain bets our pot. We can't fold. We're just going to call and lose. Call and lose up here, do we? Yes. Call and lose down here, do we? Yes. Who knew? Who knew when people bet rivers, they've always got good hands? Who knew that? Do I want to flip for 40 bigs? No, I don't. Fuck you. Going for a check raise here against a green tag with the kings. Check raise denied. I mean, feels like we've got the best hand. Do you have the king of clubs? I don't know what to do here. I know that we're calling with the flush. I think we just bet and then have a really sick situation when he raises. I don't want to bet fold, so I'm not going to. Weak, shit play by me. That is shit by me. That is not good. It's not even close to good. Whatever. Who cares? Not me. Not this guy. What did he have? Ace 5 wasn't calling anyway. This guy's tripled. We have a raise now. And we get called and win. And he had... Oh, we could have had so much more money there. Never mind. We're going to bet the river here with the top pair and get beat by 2 pairs. Not fun. We're off down the rat hole. We turned top pair here. On table 1 against someone else who doesn't have very much money. And we check and let them bluff the river. Only we know people don't bluff rivers very often, so we probably just own ourselves when we call. Small bet the pocket 6s, bottom right table. Get a call, king on the turn. Not going to start turning my 6s into a bluff. We might still have the best hand, and if we don't, it's very unlikely that our opponent's going to fold. Expect to lose here against 10 a decent amount, but we do beat some like ace highs. And we beat pocket 5s too. Min 3 bet, just flip a pair and get in trouble. Flip a flush draw and get in trouble. Clubbing top pair, top right. I mean, just fuck off, mate, with these fucking asshole small 3 bets. Absolutely ruining my fold to 3 bet stat this session. Fucking ruining it. And I'm a man who gets a, well, I was going to say gets a big hard on for 3 betting, but I'm 49. Big hard ons are not a part of my life anymore. Popping middle pair. No need to bet. Just going to try and show our 9 down, I guess. Theory, we may have let him get there when he min bets the river. We did. C betting the jack high on the king high dry flop. Going to play for another 10 minutes or so. Then we'll have a quick dive into Poker Tracker, assuming I've set it up correctly to import these hands. A quick look at the session, how it went, and how the year to date's gone. Second walk with aces. That's not annoying. His leaderboards can't be hard to fucking climb, given that we haven't played very much and we're already in a money payout position. Gut shot here and some back doors. Make an ambitious peel. Queen nine's gonna see bet. Damn, fuck off with these fucking shit 3-bet sizes out of position. You just absolutely hemorrhage money calling them, because then the big pot size bet comes with the C bet. Not on this occasion, but yeah. So you might just like prefer folding pre, because we know like these players, they just have strong ranges. They're just like, if this is your range chart, they're all up here in the high card territory. You just never have good equity against them. Well, you never dominate. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but basically, I fucking love folding at 3-bets. But you can't do it when they make it so small. Then you're like, oh, well, I've got to see one more. I've got to fucking pair, etc., etc. It's fucking annoying. Very annoying. And now we check back here, then we convince ourselves to call river bricks because he might be bluffing. That's not a river we're going to call on. We are going to triple here with the Jack 9. Aces. Well played, sir. You played that like a fucking genius. I mean, the 4 line has come off. How much 5x does he have in his range? Probably quite a lot. 6, 5, 7, 5. But we've got Jack high, so we can't show that down. How much to make it for the 10 or a 7? That maybe. River to set. Well played, sir. If we thought he had a set, we probably wouldn't have bet. Aces, do not walk me again. Don't know anything about this guy. I'm not calling. Are they going to 4-bet? It's a bluff. Or fold. And given I don't know anything about him, we're just going to fold. He's made a pretty big 3-bet there. 2.5x. Sorry, min raise up to 10. Do we want to squeeze here on the button with the king queen off? No. Don't want to fold either because we've got 2 green tags in the blinds. And a green tag calling here. Go with a small 3-bet here. Just to try and isolate this dude. Goes with the enormous 4-bet. Good for you. 2 overs and a gut shot against a green tag. Probes a turn. Now we can try and value bet our jacks. With the nut flush draw, we're just going to bet twice now. I think strong hand checks twice. Strong hands rarely check twice. Side, we've been small 3-bet again. Guess that's going to happen more when you're opening for min than when you open for 2.5x or 3x. Clearly never folding this flop. We might get ourselves in trouble here at some point because I don't expect this board to have improved him. This guy bets half pot, we pick up a gut shot. This guy now bets 20 bigs. This is the problem with calling 3 bets because we've now turned top pair and we are probably beyond fucked. You can fold if he shoves. And here, just hit speed poker. I mean, what is this guy trying to represent? What on earth is this guy trying to represent here? I think I'm all in. Because, like, he just doesn't have any straights. We have a wheel draw. He might fold. He might just snap us off with pocket kings. Yeah, happy with that. We want to 3-bet the 8s? No, but I'm going to. Do we want to check raise our top pair here? Potted it pre. I think he potted it pre anyway. I mean, I think this guy's just got a very good hand, but we've got top pair, top kicker, and he's a green tag, so not much we can do about it. The question is, do we just jam this turn? Or do we just call down? I think I prefer call down. We win. 7-9. Okay. Should really be taking many notes, but way too many tables for that nonsense. And sadly, because I can't get Poker Tracker to work on these games, I can't put notes in after sessions. Now we're going to have a little vape and then we're going to wrap it up. Bit concerned this guy might squeeze, but don't want a 3-bet Queen Jack suited, and I don't want a 3-bet against a 50 blind stack anyway, and I don't want to fold it, so it doesn't leave us with many other options, does it? Don't want to get check raised here if we bet. Don't want to let a free card come off. The lesser of two evils is allowing the free card. Checks again. Probably just have the best hand here. And if he's like being a bit weak with something better then. Never mind. We want to 3-bet the 9-5 suited. I don't know if I want to or not, but I've done it. That's not a good flop, is it? But we can represent. See what happens when you try and be a smart ass, Reg, isn't it? This is precisely what happens. You get yourself in these kind of pickles. I don't want to carry on bluffing on a repeat 10. Do not want to do it. So I'm not going to. Now he's going to make me bluff. Now he's going to make me bluff, and this isn't going to work. He's going to have stuff like ace, queen, ace, jack. No, I just don't want to bluff. I just think the chances of success of this bluff working are close to 0. Just not going to do it. Don't give a fuck. Might have worked. Queen 8. Might have worked. Didn't realise players were calling hands that bad versus 3-bets. That was, again, terrible from me. Just didn't want to bluff. Which is why I shouldn't try and get clever with those 3-bets in the first place. You got what you deserved, Reg. Don't try and get clever. Don't do things that lead you down routes you are not capable of negotiating. You fucking fat idiot. This guy min 3-bet pre. Whatever. As you can tell by my attitude, I'm now not wanting to be playing speed poker anymore at this precise moment in time. But we haven't finished our vape, so we need to continue. What is it with these fucking min 3-bets? Or virtual min 3-bets, you fucking assholes. Oh, you want a big bet now? This has come to you. Good for you. Fucking hell. You might be misunderstanding just how pissed off I'm getting with these fucking stupid 3-bet sizes. We've literally got nothing. And he hasn't got enough chips for me to want to try getting out of line. Fucking min 3-bets. Absolutely boil my piss. Because they're just always good hands, but you have to call against them. Or not always, but as close to always good hands. But you're forced to defend against them and then just fucking play meekly and lose. Fucking cunts. Thank fuck that's over with. Let's get into the poker tracker section. So here we are. This is a session we just played. We played 1,329 hands, it seems. 125 hands an hour. Clearly not right. That's clearly pissed out of his brain, isn't it? We ran above EV. We made a little over a buy-in. This doesn't feel fucking right. When I checked the account, it looked like we'd made like... No, maybe it does look about right. Yeah, it is. Ignore me. Ignore me, I'm being a dick. I'm not happy with these graph shapes. I imagine my red line's going to be pretty fucking atrocious for that session. If I knew how to put red lines in, I would do it. So yeah, that was a session. Went okay, didn't it? This is the year to date, which has been really sexy. We've had a bit of a downswing lately, but if we go to buy stake, we're winning at all stakes except one, I think. Yeah, this one here, and it's not much of a sample. That's Snap. It's just too fucking slow, it bores me. Everything takes too fucking long. It's very irritating. So yeah, can't complain. 50 now. We had a little shot over the weekend. We tried to play Monday. The games were shit. Had a look at the games Tuesday. They were shit again. So we've hit and run that game for the time being. But that was a thing of great beauty. Won €469. We won 9 buy-ins in 2,200 hands, which is responsible for that spike there. 20 and L in my regular games. Going okay. We're running way above EV, but whatever. Take it. So what's that all in adjusted BB for the year? 7.6. We'll take that. Could be better, but we'll take it because there is a fair chunk of speed poker in that. There's what is there? Yeah, there's 12,000 hands of speed poker. More than half our volume has been speed poker, which is annoying. But I played like this 12,000. Played most of that at the start of the month when I was just trying to like fix my game. So at the end of last year, my mental game went to pieces. My actual game just went to pieces. So at the start of the year, just I don't know, just like working on a few things, getting some volume in just to try and like fix things up. And we're back on the uptick again here a little bit. Yeah, certainly not complaining at any of that. Things could have been better, but things could have been a hell of a lot worse. I'm not. I don't know. Part of me like really likes those 20-0 iPoker games because, as you just saw yourself there, they're quite soft, but they're still fucking nitty. And there's things that irritate me about them. Reg tables, I prefer them for like pure game quality, but sometimes I get a bit bored. Who knows? We're just going to keep meandering around doing various things. And as long as we keep making enough money to stop me having to get a proper job, then poker's doing its job, isn't it? And if this, if our speed poker ends up borrowing the tits off me again, I'll just stop playing it. It's not the end of the world, is it? Look at things by position. And people like this sort of thing. Things I worked on was, is it in here? My raise first in here. Like, I've done a lot of work on pre-flop towards the end of last year and the start of this year, but mostly towards like the tail end, last 2 or 3 months of last year. I was using like GTO, which is pre-flop ranges, and also they're like 3-bet, 4-bet defend versus 3-bet ranges. I don't like them for micro stakes speed poker. I think they make you 3-bet too much against tight ranges that are like too tight. I think they make you defend too much versus 3-bet ranges that are too tight. But I think the open ranges obviously are fine. So hopefully my opening ranges are getting a bit better. They're still not perfect. That's too tight under the gun in middle position. Early position probably. That's probably a little bit too tight. That's probably about right. It's maybe a tiny bit too tight. Maybe a tiny bit too tight. But they're not, pretty good compared to where I've been. Someone who's like renowned as a nit. I think like race first in ranges, I'm just not a nit. Then I'm a nit in every other fucking shape and form. But we're not complaining. When we look at our win rates and the blinds, which usually is where a lot of players lose all of their profitability. It's pretty good, and I'm just generally quite tight from the blinds. I don't get out of line. I don't do a lot of the stuff we're supposed to do, and we still do okay from the blinds, and everything else is fine. So yeah, I can't complain. Good start to the year. Got starting to get some videos out again. Now the problem with doing the 20 and 0 videos is that the games tend not to start running until like lunchtime or after lunchtime. So maybe we'll have to keep doing some of the 10 and 0 party poker, even though it absolutely bores the titties off me. And we don't know. Anyways, we won't be any more videos again until next week. Mondays, I think maybe we just do 2 videos a week, Mondays and Thursdays, because they are both days where I don't have to play in the mornings. We can just play later on in the day. So yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling now, and most of you will have stopped. But for those of you who are still here, please do remember, and remember this always: fuck the Tories, and have a good day. Take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next one, and bye bye for now.